discussing the learning outcome number 4, which stated that we have to plan the improvements to the customer relationship management in a chosen organization. And in your case, we have to use the SME only. Now, the assessment criteria 4.3 says, propose the improvements to the role of staff in promoting good customer relationships. That is, we have to suggest the improvements through which we can ultimately promote good customer relationship between the staff among the staff members of the organization. To enhance the staff effectiveness in promoting strong customer relationship, consider implementing the following improvements. So I think these are going to be 10 of each, and these are the improvements which again are present in the indicated content under the roadmap. The first one states recruitment of the right staff. That is, in any of the organization, whenever we hire new people, new employees in the organization, we have to see them, pass through them certain criteria, which is known as job specification, through which we have to hire them. Because ultimately, these people, these employees are the asset of the organization. Place a greater emphasis on hiring individuals who naturally exhibit strong interpersonal skills. Now, these include the verbal, non-verbal attributes as well. Empathy and a customer-centric mindset, the one which are more exotic. During the recruitment process, assess the candidates not only for their technical skills, but also for their ability to connect with the customers on a personal level. So they should also know, the employee should know how to engage with the consumers, with the customers. So they should have the emotional intelligence with them. Now, emotional intelligence is how we can connect with the other people easily in terms of respect, in terms of sympathy. Training. Invest in comprehensive and ongoing training programs that equip the staff with the necessary tools to handle various customer scenarios. Because in an organization, various things can happen, various occurrence can happen. So we have to see that how how an employee can handle and tackle the situation at that moment. Training should cover not only the product knowledge and communication skills, but also conflict resolution, active listening, and empathy training. Because what happens is sometimes the employees are not active listeners. They just pass by on, and ultimately the result always deviate. Regular training refreshes the staff skills and keeps them up to date with the changing customer expectations. Obviously, your brand is spreading around the nation, even locally, diplomatically. But again, we have to engage with the customers, with the consumers. We have to deal with the new people, the old one, the loyal ones, the angry one as well. So it is the responsibility of the managers, of the head of the departments, plus the board of directors to train the existing employees and the new recruitment as well. Then we have clear vision and mission. Communicate a clear and a compelling vision and mission that emphasize the organization's commitment to exceptional customer service. Obviously, whenever we make an organization, we do have some mission statements, goals, and ambitions. So we have to relate it with the customers as well. When staff understand the broader purpose and goals, they are more likely to align their actions and attitudes with the organization's customer-centric values. Ultimately, if we are going to give importance to them, we are going to boost up the profit maximization of our sales. Appropriate access to customer data. Provide staff with easy access to accurate and up-to-date customer data through a user-friendly CRM system. So that is why customer relationship management system is very necessary in all of the organization, and it should be up to date as well, because we are having all the information, each and every data, whether it is personal or an exceptional level in that app, in that system. This enables staff to tailor interactions based on customer preferences, history, and needs. So whatever they like, dislike, it is always present in that system. Access to customer data also helps staff provide more personalized solutions and build rapport with the customers. Empowerment and decision-making authority. Empower staff with the authority to make certain decisions on the spot, especially in cases where it benefits the customer. because not all of the time the head of director, managers, and even the board of directors are present in the organizations. So it is very necessary there should be a person assigned to such a designation that he or she can take the decision, like an ultimate quick decision at the spot, whatever the customer demands at the moment. This reduces the need for the constant supervisor approvals and enables staff to address customer concerns quickly, showcasing the organization's commitment to customer satisfaction. Obviously, it has a very nice impact. It gives a good impact to the consumer that they are listening to us, the organization, very quickly. They're responding to our queries quickly. Then recognition and incentives. Implement a recognition and incentive program that rewards staff for the exceptional customer service. Now, these are called different benefits, which are given by the organization to the existing employees of the organization. Now, these include, you can say, paid holidays, insurance, health, and like health services, free medical, food, petrol free, etc. Recognize employees who consistently go above beyond to create the positive customer experiences. For example, McDonald's. They always appreciate their workers, their employees, by giving them Employee of the Week award at the end of the week. Incentives can include monetary rewards, that is the money basis, the commission, the bonuses, public recognition, the one which I gave the example of the McDonald's, or because they post a picture as well, or opportunities for the career growth. Maybe at the moment they are at the Department of Sales and Services, but in the future, because of the training, we can shift them into the manufacturing department or the recruitment one. Then we have cross-department collaborations. Promote collaborations between departments to ensure that customer interactions are seamless across various touch. So it is very necessary we should have a good relationship between the departments as well. When staff from different departments work together to resolve issues or provide information, customers receive more holistic and efficient support. Why? Because we are gathering people from the various backgrounds of various departments. Now, when they discuss with each other, they get to know that what the consumers want. Feedback loop. Establish a feedback mechanism that encourages staff to share their insights, that what they thought, what their opinion, challenges, and suggestions for improving the customer relationships. Obviously, they are the ones which are directly interacting with the consumer, so they should have a better know-how that how to tackle each and every situation which is coming across the consumers. Now, the regular feedback sessions provide valuable insight into customer pain points and areas where staff might need additional resources or training. Obviously, it is not necessary that each and every staff member or employee is trained up to date. Like when the COVID pandemic came, there were very less people, mainly youth was more familiar to the Zoom app, to the Teams app, the Microsoft Teams app. But the people which were aged of 40 and 50, our sirs, our mams, they were not used to those apps. So it was difficult for them to deliver the lectures at that time. Then we have continuous improvement culture. Foster a culture of continuous improvement, where staff are encouraged to identify areas for enhancement in customer service process. Regularly review and adapt the customer service process based on the staff feedback and evolving customer needs. Now, this is totally under the Department of the Customer Care Services, because they are the one which are tackling the various people of various backgrounds. We don't know they are of a good class or a middle class. Again, what are their requirements? What are their dislikements? So it all depends on them, the employees. Then lastly, we have emotional intelligence training. Provide training on the emotional intelligence to help staff better understand and manage their emotions and the emotions of the customers. So there are 2 points in this emotional intelligence. First, we have to see the emotions of the existing employees and then the customers as well, which I discussed earlier. Now, this training can enhance staff's ability to respond empathetically and appropriately to customer concerns, building stronger relationships. Then again, it's a conclusion of all the points which we discussed above. And this is how we have to do in the assignments as well. Now, by implementing these improvements, the role of staff in promoting good customer relationships can be significantly enhanced. A combination of hiring the right individuals, providing comprehensive training, creating a customer-centric culture, and ensuring easy access to the customer data will empower the staff to excel in their interactions, resulting in improved customer satisfaction, loyalty, and business growth. So ultimately, the crux of this assessment criteria is that we have to give importance to the employees because they are directly related to the consumers. And when the consumers get happy, we get to know them from that, like what they want, then it's easy for the organization to grow. Okay. Then we have produce a plan. This is the assessment criteria 4.4. Produce a plan for the implementation of improvements. That is the improvement suggestions we can further plan. Okay. Again, these all things are present in the indicative content. I have only given few elaboration. The first one is the objective, which states that is the objective of the improvement. Enhance the staff effectiveness in promoting the strong customer relationship through various improvements. Now, it can be the timeline of 6 months. Now, there are further key stages and tasks through which we can achieve it. Number one is pre-implementation preparation. Now, this takes 1 to 2 weeks. The key role, that is the one who is going to lead this point, the improvement, he's the project manager. And what the tasks are, he has to define the scopes, the goals, and expected outcomes of the improvement initiatives. Now then he or she has to assemble a cross-functional team, including the HR, training, IT. That is from the human resource department and information technology departments as well. And customer service representatives, that is, we have to gather the people from the various departments. Why? Because we have to take a decision of the improvements. Allocate the resources and budget for training, software, and incentives as well. Now, point number 2 states, access the current state. Now, this again takes 3 to 4 weeks. And the key role is the customer service manager. Now, his task or her tasks are conduct a thorough assessment of the current staff roles, skills, and customer interaction processes. That is the one which are actually currently working in the organization. They have to look upon the roles, their skills, and how they interact with the consumers. Now, they identify the existing challenges as well and opportunities for the improvement as well. Then develop improvement strategies. Then we have develop improvement strategies. Now, this takes again 5 to 6 weeks. The key role is cross-functional team from the various departments. Task, brainstorm and prioritize the improvement strategies such as training programs, hiring criteria, data access enhancement. Now, this can only be done when we gather people from the various backgrounds, that is from the departments. Only one department, for example, research and development one, they cannot take the authority of these things. Create a roadmap outlining the implementation steps, timeline, and responsible parties. Then we have recruitment and hiring improvements. It takes 7 to 10 weeks. HR manager is the one person who actually do these things. Tasks are revise the job descriptions. That is, we cannot stick to the one job specification and description. We have to change those time to time. And selection criteria to emphasize the customer-centric skills. Implement an updated recruitment process that assess the candidates for interpersonal skills and empathy as well. And then what they can do is collaborate with the interview panel to show the alignment with the new hiring criteria. We have done this in the step number 3. Now we have to tell the interview department as well, that how they are going to tackle and how they are going to be taking the interviews. Then we have training program development. Now this takes 11 to 14 weeks. Key role is the one which is going to do this is the training manager, the one which gives the training to the existing employees and the new employees as well. Now their tasks are that they have to design a comprehensive, that is a compact training program covering communication skills, conflict resolution, empathy, and product knowledge. Because in the organization, while having a conversation with the consumers and the employees, we have to look upon the communication skills as well. that on which level we have to interact with them, whether to be very formal or to get very informal as well. Then conflict resolution, if we have any problem, then how we're going to tackle it. Develop the training materials, modules, and assessments. Schedule training sessions and secure necessary resources as well. Okay, then we have number 6, data assess enhancement. Now these take 15 to 18 weeks. An IT manager is responsible for it. Evaluate the current customer relationship management system, data assess capabilities, that is whatever the system we have launched in the organization, whether is it capable or not. Then implement necessary changes to provide staff with appropriate access to the customer data while maintaining the data security. Obviously, we have to share the data, the personal things as well with the existing consumer, with the existing employees, but we have to see, are we not chasing their security, their personal information a lot? Train staff on using the updated access features. Again, I gave the examples of the COVID time. It is very necessary. We all should be updated towards the IT and AI generated things. Then we have point number 7. It states incentive and recognition program. Now this takes 19 to 20 weeks. And the person who is going to do this, the implementation, he is the customer service manager. Now the task associated to him is, or her is, develop a reward and recognition program to acknowledge outstanding customer service. I gave the example of the McDonald's members. They always appreciate the one in the organization by giving them fringe benefits and the employee of the week award as well. So this is the recognition. And by rewards, we can give them monetary rewards. Even we can then give them bonuses or commission to them. Establish criteria for recognizing exceptional customer interactions and resolving the issues. Now, this is the key point of the customer service manager because he is directly interacting with the consumers, so he should know how to handle all things. Communicate the program to all the staff members and outline the benefits. No matter whatever your key role is, you have to tell the other departments about these things, about the outlines you have made, because they are going to interact according to it. Because customer service manager is the one who is directly in the connect with the consumer. But the other key roles are also connecting with the consumers by many or various means. Okay. Then we have point number 8 with state, implementations and monitoring. He is the project manager who leads this point. The tasks are oversee the execution of each improvement strategy according to the established timeline. So whatever the timeline is going on till I think 19 to 20 weeks, we have to do this according to it. Then monitor the progress upward of the complaints which are going on, of the projects which are leading on. Address the challenges, because it is not necessary that all the time we have predicted the budget, it is going to be in it. It can vary, it can exceed. And provide guidance to the implementation team that how they're going to do things if ABC plan doesn't happen according to the set budget. Regularly assess the impact of improvements on the customer satisfaction and staff performance. And again, it is recommended that we have to look after, or you can say follow up the existing consumers. Why? Because we want to regain them. We don't want to lose them. Point number 9 states review and adaptation. Again, it takes 4 to 6 months. Now, again, the key role members are including the cross-functional team, that is the people, the employees from the various departments. The tasks are gather the feedback from staff and customers regarding the effectiveness of the implemented improvements, analyze the data and customer feedback to identify areas that require further adjustment. So we are getting the feedback from the both employees, staff, and the consumers as well, that whatever the things which we have regained, we have introduced in the organization which are new, how it has impacted their opinions, their lives. And then analyze the data and customer feedback to identify areas that require further adjustments as well. Maybe they're not happy with those decisions, with those steps, so we can change them, we can amend them. Make necessary adaptations based on feedback and evolving needs as well. Then we have last point with state evaluation and reporting. So the whole time period of implementation and suggestion was of 6 months. And in the end, what happened is when we are evaluating and reporting, the time period is finished. The key role is again of the project manager. He evaluates the overall success of the implemented improvements in terms of customer satisfaction, staff performance, and business outcomes. Because obviously he is the lead of the project. Prepare a comprehensive report outlining the achievements, challenges, and recommendations for the future enhancement. Now, whatever in this 6-month period happened, what the achievements we achieved, the challenges we faced regarding consumers and the staffs, and whatever the problems we faced, we are going to write all those in the reports. And in the end, the board of director, the head of the head of the department is going to evaluate each and every. Concluding this assessment criteria, by following these implementation plan, the organization can systematically implement the proposed improvements to staff roles in promoting good customer relationships. When we are gonna be penetrating these things into the staff roles, their designations, what will happen? We are gonna be promoting the good customer relationships. The plan outlines clear stages, tasks, responsibilities, and a reasonable timeline for each step of the process, ensuring a successful transition towards a more customer-centric. Okay, moving to the last content of this course. It is the merit part. The last part states gain the feedback on your plan and make the amendments. That is, whatever the feedback we cut from the 1.4.4, they have to make the changes according to it. Again, there are further points. Again, all are present in the indicated content. Feedback from the colleagues. The feedback is colleagues express the concern about the proposed timeline, feeling that it might be too tight, particularly for the training program development in data access enhancement stages. Now, this is their view. They're thinking like this. Now, what amendment we can make as a project manager, extend the timeline for the training program development and the data access enhancement stages by 2 weeks each. This is what a teacher even can give leverage to the students. If they're not submitting the assignments on time, you can further liberate to the 1 week, maximum 2 weeks. That's it. This adjustment will provide ample time for thorough program development, testing, and user training as well. Then feedback from the consumers or the customers. Customer feedback suggests that while the plan addresses staff training, now these points are linked to the assessment criteria 4.3. So everything is interlinked. In data access, it lacks a clear emphasis on improving response times and communication quality as well. Now, the amendment which we can make is introduce a new stage focused on improving response times and communication quality within the first month. This includes refining the consumer communication guidelines, implementing the tools for monitoring response times, and setting up a feedback loop to address any gaps promptly. So whatever the problem they are facing, we can do a favor to them that we can ask for a little bit of a time, and then we can change them. Then we have overall plan adjustments. Extended timeline for the training and data access. That is whatever the time we have given in the, I think, point number 1, that was 2 weeks, how we are going to adjust in the adjustments. The timeline for the training program development in data access enhancement stages is extended by 2 weeks each to accommodate through development, testing, and user training as well. Then we have added emphasis on the communication quality. Now, this was the complaint of the consumer, I think, in point number 2. What we can do is a new stage is introduced within the first month to focus on improving the response times and communication quality. This ensures that consumer concerns are promptly addressed and that communication aligns with the customer expectations. So that is why whenever we hire the customer care department employees, we have to focus on the communication skills as well, because they are directly interacting with them. Okay. Then last, we have phased data access rollout. During the data access enhancement phase, a phased rollout approach is implemented to minimize disruptions. Adequate training and support will be provided to different teams as the new features are introduced. Because we're installing a CRM system, we cannot stick to it. It has to be changed. It has to be updated by time to time. So new things are coming in the organization. We have to train the existing employees as well. Concluding the lecture, the feedback from the colleagues, customers, and managers has been incorporated into the implementation plan, resulting in the adjustments that address concerns, enhance the plan's comprehensiveness, and ensure a smoother transition. The amendment plan now reflects a more balanced and effective approach to improving the staff roles in promoting for strong customer relationships.